Hello friends, are you planning a trip to Hanle from Pangong Tso Lake via Chusul route? Or are you planning a trip to Hanle from Leh and wondering what are your route options? Well guys, on popular demand by many of you in the last few weeks, I am injecting couple of videos about traveling to Hanle and up around over there before jumping on to my series about self-driving to Ladakh. Well guys, Hanle in Chumathang region of Ladakh is one of the most beautiful, enchanting and soul-losing places in India. It is one of my favorite places and it is very close to my heart. Although Langza in Spiti Valley comes very close to it, but still Hanle is like the first love. Well, you need to visit Hanle and see the beauty yourself by your own eyes to believe it. So today in this Express FAQ series on traveling to Ladakh, we are going to talk about this topic of traveling to Hanle and what are your route options. So let's get started. Well friends, Hanle is one of the offbeat places in Ladakh and it is located about 275 kilometers from Leh. When planning a trip to Hanle from Leh, you can always club a trip to Sumori Lake as well, and of course you need to add a day in order to club the Sumori Lake. In my next video, I am going to talk about how to travel to Sumori from Hanle, but for today, let's keep this video short and focused on traveling to Hanle using various routes. In general, you can either travel to Hanle directly from Leh or you can continue a journey from Pangong Tso to Hanle via Chusul village. Let us talk about both these routes one by one in detail. Let us first talk about the direct route from Leh to Hanle. This is the most direct route to reach Hanle unless you are not traveling from Pangong Tso. The distance from Hanle to Leh is about 275 km and takes about 10 hours of drive to reach Hanle depending upon the number of breaks that you take in between. As far as the route is concerned, you travel from Leh towards Upshi, from where you take a left turn towards Chumathang and Sumori route. Then once you reach Mahe bridge, you continue towards Nyoma and Loma instead of taking the right turn towards Sumori Lake. And once you reach Loma, you can take the right turn to complete the remaining 51 km journey to Hanle. Well, Loma is the point where you have to submit your permits for visiting Hanle, so you must have the permits to visit Hanle. And if you have not applied for permits to Hanle, please check my video on how to apply permits for Hanle as well as in general in Ladakh. The link is in the description of this video. Guys, you can cover Thiksey monastery, Shey monastery or Hemis monastery while going through this route if you haven't already covered them on your Ladakh trip. Please note that this route provides the best road conditions among all other routes to Hanle. So if you are one of those who prefer a relaxing vacation and do not want to rush through the places, then I will suggest that making a trip from Leh to Hanle is the most viable option. Well guys, of course I assume that your body has been properly acclimatized by staying couple of nights in Leh or couple of nights in Nubra Valley or Pangong Tso. You should not be attempting to visit Hanle and stay overnight without the acclimatization. Now let us talk about the route from Pangong Tso to Hanle via Chusul village. So this second route of traveling to Hanle is from Pangong Tso via Chusul village, and many people who plan to do full circuit of Chumathang route which goes to Nubra Valley, Pangong Tso and then to Hanle and then to Sumori either return to Leh or go via Manali Leh highway back home. So all those people who do this entire circuit of sightseeing in Ladakh, this route is preferable for them to reach Hanle. So yes, there exists a direct route between Sumori, Hanle and Pangong Tso. And this route is called the direct route between Sumori and Pangong Tso and Hanle and Pangong Tso via Chusul village. So in most general cases, you will be always taking this direct route from Pangong Tso to Hanle because you can easily exit Ladakh towards Manali Leh highway after visiting Hanle and Sumori without coming back to Leh. Secondly, both Hanle and Sumori are higher than Pangong Tso, so as per the acclimatization principles as well, you are well sorted over there. You can easily stay a night at Pangong Tso and then you can spend the nights at Hanle and Sumori Lake. However guys, if you need to travel on this route, then you need to take permits for both Chusul as well as Hanle. Well guys, now if I tell you about the route, then you will be starting from Pangong Tso and following the route towards Chusul. You can stop for a tea or a snack break at Chusul up there and then continue further towards Sagala Pass and further towards Loma checkpost. At Loma checkpost, this route meets the Leh to Hanle route and you can cover the remaining 51 kilometers direct road from Loma to Hanle in next couple of hours. Well guys, although you will be traveling only about 175 kilometers in total from Pangong Tso to Hanle via Chusul route, however, it will take about 8 hours. And there are a couple of reasons why it takes that much of time. Firstly, the road conditions are not that great, especially between Pangong Tso and Chusul to Sagala Pass. It is nothing but dirt track and a bumpy ride. Guys, please beware that you will find loose sand on this route, so please make sure you drive with caution and care, otherwise your vehicle can easily get stuck in that loose sand. Secondly, the beauty of this route is just out of the world. You would want to stop at each and every other turn to take a photo. So please keep your phone and camera batteries charged and be ready to annoy that poor guy who is behind that wheel. You would want him to stop at each and every other corner. So guys, this was all about traveling to Hanle either from Leh or Pangong Tso via Chusul village. In my next video, I am going to talk about how you can travel to Somorri Lake from Hanle and explore all the different routes up there in this remote corner of Ladakh. Now in the end, if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in case if you need any help or have any question on your upcoming trip to the Himalayas, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you out right away. Till then my friends, Jule and please keep our Himalayas clean.